This is Knockout City. We're on Xbox Series X taking a look at the beta event. So this is a crossplay experience, which I kind of define as being a sort of dodgeball-esque game. It's frantic, it's fast-paced, and it's actually a ton of fun. I had a really good time playing this. It's multiplayer focused, so the idea is you grab the ball, you throw it, you smash at people, and we have the full technical details. This runs at a native 4K resolution at 60 FPS on Series X, being an optimized title, which is kind of cool. For those on the Series S, you're getting 1080 at 60. And I guess you might as well get the other details too. Xbox One, 1080 60, Xbox One X, 1440p, 60 FPS. There we go, we got all the details this time around. No matter what Xbox platform you are on, I've got you covered. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of do some gameplay and talk about it because I was kind of curious. I was like, okay, this seems interesting. And yeah, no, actually I had a blast. I was like, oh, this is really cool. Doesn't take long to kind of grasp the mechanics. There's a when you first start playing, like right when you load into the game, you enter this sort of lobby area, and from there you could just kind of practice. It's got little areas to teach you all the different mechanics, but honestly you could jump right in and completely understand what you're doing. The gist of it is, grab the balls, different types of balls do different things, load them up, hold it down for more damage or more hits, and throw away. Work together as a team, you can pass the balls. If somebody's throwing a ball at you, you can kind of catch it. There's different, like I mentioned, different types of balls. There's one that like puts people in a cage and stuff like that, and then you can pick them up and throw them, which is kind of funny. But a wide variety of different levels, a good amount of content from what I've seen. Of course, this being a beta, so we don't know the full extent of it. I mean, for a beta, it's got a good selection of really colorful, vibrant maps. And that's the thing, is like, it's bright, it's fun, it's distinct, it's actually kind of enjoyable. I like, weird multiplayer games like this. And while the concept itself, I saw the first trailer and I was kind of rolling my eyes. I was like, oh, I don't know about this, but then jumping in here, I'm like, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to see how it is. And I actually really like it. I'm like, oh, this could be quite a bit of fun. I'm not sure if you would do it all the time, but, you could play this game, every so often, play with friends and stuff, and actually have quite a bit of fun. And I think doing crossplay is a very smart tactic for this game in regards to getting people into it. And yeah, I was just kind of like very happy with what I saw here. I was like, oh, this is really quite fun, and it's strangely tactical because it can go really back and forth. So with a game where you're kind of playing as a squad most of the time, in this particular game mode, it's really dynamic because you can come and kind of flank somebody and hit them, your teammate could hit them, and it's not just throwing the ball. You can like go in and you can body slam people, and you can like kind of dodge and dip and duck. If you can dodge a wrench. But you're seeing right here, you have all these kind of moves you can do that can help you evade the ball. And there's all these dynamics to it. This is just single map. We're showing a bunch of different modes. I'm not going to talk through all of them, but I'm going to show a bunch of different like playlist matches that you can see if you want to get an idea of how it's running. And they're all different. One of them has like cars rolling through it. Some of them, like this one's up on a rooftop. They've got really distinct environments. There's like a construction site where there's things going up and down. They play with it well, and they give you all these cool mechanics to kind of move quickly through the map. And it's just dodgeball. And I mean, dodgeball's fun. I've always found dodgeball fun, even in real life. Never get to play it these days, Being an adult, you miss out on all the fun games, really. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's really, really neat, and it looks gorgeous. Like visually, it just kind of like pops with color, and it's simple but kind of intense. And I just really was pleased with it. I was like, oh wow, this is actually kind of a neat experience. I was not really expecting this sort of game to deliver what it delivered, and I think they've actually got the potential to have something really fun and enjoyable here multiplayer wise, especially if you kind of like the core concept. Now, it is a very simple concept too. I mean, they've given you a lot of cool tools and mechanics to play through it, but you're like, long term, I don't know. Yeah, that's really going to be the thing. If you like the core game loop, you're going to have fun here. There's a lot of unlocks you can get too. Customize your characters in tons of different ways. So many different ways. Even in the beta, there's like a bunch of different, customization options that you can go through. But you see this like map is wacky, and then kind of rotates the ball at the beginning. It's like, what kind of weird ball are you gonna get? Then you load in as a squad. It loads super fast. You get into matches really quickly. It's you know, not much waiting time at all. You're right back in there and you're battling away, trying to eliminate your opponents. It's kind of fun. And I am kind of really curious what they're gonna do with the, you know, full scope of this release. This could be a really fun multiplayer party game. It's easy to get into. I don't necessarily think you need to be like something where you're spending hours like kind of grinding or working through this. You can just kind of jump in and have fun party matches and compete against people. And it does look visually, you know, really good. It seemed to run all fluidly, and I was just very pleasantly surprised by it. Like I had mentioned earlier, I had not anticipated that I would actually like this game as much as I did. And I mean, I do kind of enjoy sometimes these smaller multiplayer games. They can be quite a lot of fun if they're done well. And it seems like there's a lot of polish here, and it seems like it's quite clean for a beta. It seems like it's almost, you know, full launch kind of version in regards to the quality and everything, which is nice. More like a demo, right? But yeah, it kind of really captured my attention for something that, you know, like I said earlier, when I first saw the trailer, I think it was at like the Switch reveal or some sort of Switch reveal event or something this year, I was like, I don't know. Weird game. I don't know. Like dodgeball, really? Yeah. But no, they've kind of proven they got something here, I think, you know, mechanics wise. That's the hit mechanic. So if the enemy picks up the ball and you don't want to get hit by them throwing the ball, you can body slam them. The ball will get like dislodged. You can grab it and hit them with it, which is kind of neat. It's just got all these kind of tricky mechanics that you can deploy in order to really deal some damage and get points against other people. I really don't have much else to note other than that. I mean, I've gone over the details about it. You're brawling, you're battling, you're trying to come out on top. I think it's just sort of a fun sort of experience, and the crossplay mechanic I think is nice. On top of that, I think they've got something that could potentially be enjoyed by a lot of people. I don't know if it's gonna really take off unless people check it out, but you know, I think it's worth a whirl from what I've seen thus far. And of course I'll have to, you know, hopefully follow up and do like a full review of this when it releases and everything like that. But enjoy the rest of the gameplay if you want. There's a couple different matches here. I actually think I do pretty well in them in regards to getting kills and stuff. I think I picked up the mechanics pretty fast and well. And I just, maybe it's worth checking out. I honestly, yeah, it's kind of fun. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm having a good time. Grooving, throwing balls. Yeah, it's interesting. Just gonna have to wonder about long term, though, I suppose. That's the big thing.
Round one. Goal team takes the lead. Pass to me. one more point to win the round.